guys, in today's video we are going to talk about how to make a proper poultry house, especially for beginners. So you are welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Asperia, and if you are watching me for the very first time, please subscribe to my channel. For my returning subscribers, you are my best friends. Thank you so much for always being here on the channel. So let's get right into the video. Number one, if you are considering to make a poultry house, you need to look at the location. Where are you located? Now, the poultry houses do not want to be in a place that is like steepy or hilly. They always require you to be in a flat place where you're going to put this house, and make sure that your birds are going to be comfortable. Because if you put it on a hilly place, that is also on a hilly place or a steep place, it's going to be so risky for your birds, and anything can happen. If it overrains, can easily interfere with the birds inside. So look at your location. If the place you have is somehow steepy, or consider leveling it first before you make a poultry house. And also your location matters. It shouldn't be a place which is accessible to every people that are passing around, everybody. So everyone should not have access to the poultry farm. So it shouldn't be along the road, like where everyone is going to come and be peeping at the houses. It should be free from people. It should be somehow in a good place. If it is maybe you happen to have land alongside the road, then you have to consider building a fence that can hinder people from having that quick and direct access to the poultry farm. It also should not be again in the middle where you stay. Like, you need to make it safe from where I stay. If you look at my poultry farm, I put it where I stay, but it is somehow some few meters from my main house. And we have tried to gazette that place, put like a different fence, so that at least even visitors not just come and go into the poultry house. So after finding out the location and that it is good, the next thing you need to use technical people. Sometimes when we are planning to start things, we always want to use cheap things, and I really agree, because sometimes we don't have money that is enough. But considering using a technical person is way more cheaper in the long run, because this person is going to do for you something that is strong than when you just wake up and be like, I have my brother, he can come and put for me this house, and use someone that has somehow technical knowledge. Maybe if you're able to get an engineer, this is an investment. This is something you're investing in, your money, your resources, and everything. So you need to use a person that knows how to do it, so that you avoid risks. Somehow, when it rains and maybe the house is not built well, it can easily fall on the birds. I saw a video somewhere where the house fell on the birds, and somehow, somewhere, this house was not built by technical people. So if you get technical people that know what they're doing, yes, they are going to be somehow expensive at that point, but in the long run, you are going to save money, because that house is going to live longer than what you expected. And then number three, you must make sure you're going to use strong and good building materials. Now, for starters, we don't use a lot of things, and especially if you want to begin small. Like, if you look at my poultry house, I used iron sheets and poles and wire mesh, chicken mesh and chain link. So these are things that are very affordable compared to when you just build using concrete. If you have money, you can do anything. But for small beginners, you always want to use something that is cheap. But even though you are using something cheap, you need to also look at getting something that is strong, that can take some time, because you can use two old iron sheets, and then they don't even last for a year, and then you are maybe doing layers and they have not even reached the time of being laid off, and you end up spending more money to repair the house. So think twice before looking at where you're going to get your building materials. And secondly, the inside of the poultry house should not be dusty. As you are building this house, make sure that the surface, the ground is going to be at least somehow rough with cement. It doesn't have to be dusty, it doesn't have to be waterlogged. At least it can be washed so that even when you spray with disinfectants, they can really work. When it is dusty, usually birds get sick from that dust. They usually get those respiratory diseases. So as you are planning on that, make sure you know how the potty house looks like. Have some time, do research, look at other farmers. So after ensuring that the surface, the floor is good, make sure you also work on the ventilation. Sometimes we build houses for poultry and they look like our own houses. You find that the aeration is not going to be enough. So build it in a simple way. Make sure they have enough ventilation so that air enters. Because if they be in a very, very uncomfortable house, it's going to bring a lot of diseases and eventually will hinder them from producing so well. So that will affect your production. So you don't have to spend a lot of money building a house. You need to build something simple but yet strong. I'll give you a tour in for the inside of my poultry house in my next video. You're going to see how I have built. Somehow I built my poultry house on my wall fence, so I was able to use part of the wall, and then I was able to use some of the iron sheets. That's why every time you see me in the poultry house, you see some bricks around. So, but other people can, put their poultry houses without even any big wall there, and that's still fine. So be sure you are having a good location. You're going to use technical people. You are going to use good building construction materials. You are going to ensure that the floor is going to be good and the ventilation is going to be enough. Even the roofing should be very good, because when it comes to rain, it can rain so heavily and it kills your birds. Or else you wake up when the floods have flooded the whole house and you find you don't have any bird. So make sure when you're doing this, you are ensuring that roofing is done properly. That will need you to supervise your workers as they're building that house. You need to be around and guide them on what exactly they should do. A lot of things can be added here. You've watched videos of different farmers, and yes, that is so and yes, you can add things in the comment section. If you feel like this is what should be done, add it in the comment section and we shall be glad to learn from you. But now, thank you so much for watching. I believe you found this video helpful. If that is so, kindly subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and bye.